All right, y'all, we're back with another Ben 10 video. I was like, bro, what I'm gonna react to today? Cause I kind of had an idea, but I kind of just get on and see who posted and see what the word is. You know, life of reactions. But like, yeah, I saw Mr. Dan Boy one. I think I just caught this. I think he just posted when the main character knows he's the strongest. He just posted this like an hour ago when I making this or whatever. So we gonna check out Dan, man. He got some good stuff. I mean, I think I react to his When His Heroes Kill Rules since I said that wrong. So we check out Dan again, man. Ben 10 is the goal. Let's have a prayer for Ben. Amen. That man Ben is inspirational, man. If you like Ben 10, make sure you like, sub up, recommend me any other Ben 10 stuff. When the main character knows he's the strongest. It's supposed to be a Ben 10 video. Why is Goku on my screen? Goku's a go. Let's hop into this.
Are few characters in fiction that ever get the Hulk title as strongest. Even when some do, they never truly make you believe.
I've never even
they
seen
are.
Invincible. Is
There's a
that
reason why
Invincible?
characters like Batman, Superman, and
Look at
Goku
Batman,
are as glazed
Goku.
as they are, because you can't tell them that they aren't the strongest whenever they're in the room. Because if you do, they'll fucking show you why you're wrong. These characters are the main example, as whenever they're the main focus, they always display true dominance. And that same level of dominance can also be seen in Ben 10. Whether he's 10,
Look at Ben.
40. People don't call
Damn,
him one of the
Unc.
strongest characters in fiction for no reason. Because when Ben remembers that he kind of can't be fucked with, you get some real disrespectful moments that honestly hurt more than when anyone else might do it, because Ben likes to talk a lot of shit. Shout out to Zep.
That man Ben.
Fire, as this idea came from his series of Never Lit videos. He also reacted to one of my videos and followed me on Twitter, so go show him some love. You know, the originator. He's the culture, as he always says.
Oh,
Before
okay.
Ben even got iced out with the
That's good. Should I check out his video too?
Already on full display. One of his first ever character moments literally sees him running up on Cash and
But it's so weird. Look at Ben without the watch.
to get them to stop bullying.
Look at Cash and
He
JT,
of course does get
the
fired,
rapper.
but this shows that Ben has that dog trait of never running from a fade. Ben was always on go in class, especially whenever the Omnitrix decided to bless him with forearms. Now, forearms is one of those aliens that whenever Ben turns into him, you can tell that Ben genuinely feels unfuckwittable. The first time we
I don't know why that was funny. Mr. Dan's inspiration.
Hands when I reanimated Mammoth and ended up swinging it like a damn baby.
Oh yeah, Forearms was on one during this.
Omnitrix, he's moving like this. Then fast forward a season later, we see him start going at it with the God of Death. That's right, Ben fought the literal God of Death, and it's not like he stumbled into the fight on accident. No, Ben challenged him. You have to have some real gauchos on you to challenge.
Yeah, Ben was bullying, but he was getting beat up though. Look at this, like this looks so like
wins.
old school.
Having a quick squabble that ends in Forearms legit knocking him out. That's right. Ben knocks out the God of Death. Like, I know your favorite has never done anything like that. To be honest, I don't know what's crazier though. Ben beating the Mayan God of Death or like Max strangling the God of Death. I don't know. That Tennyson DNA might be up there with
Max is OP.
DNA. I just know Ben loved it whenever he got lined up against the circus freaks, because they were like the definition of fodder to him. That or Ben hated Ghost Freak so much that when he possessed one of them, he saw it as an opportunity to cause some real harm. Because he was treating Thumbskull like a crash test dummy. He started off the fight with a full-on command grab.
Oh my god.
Wrecking ball. Using the remodeled.
See, man, the circus freaks, they get bullied 24/7. It's like, I remember I watched a video by this other dude, Omni guy, where he put like them as number 16th weakest or something, or weakest or strong. I don't know, man. I'm like, they gotta be a little bit lower, man. They ain't knocking out nobody.
The funniest bit of this fight though is when Ben effortlessly knocks out Acid Breath.
Oh my god, Doomsday.
One arm. Like, he genuinely does not like these niggas. Just take a look back at his first encounter with them when he handled all three of them as upgrade with a baseball machine. Getting taken down like this is more embarrassing than getting bitched by Forearm, if you ask me. Fright League honestly gets it the worst with how she gets like restraining her own hair after getting hit by 2 balls. Not like that though. This is a kiss show.
Yo, this man Dan is on one.
Calm down. Now, of course, beating up on fodder
damn
isn't
funny.
that impressive. I mean, if you're the strongest, that's what you should be doing. So let's take a look at some of his battle with his more known foes, like Kevin, for example. It did start off rough against Kevin, as Kevin was one of the first antagonists to really hand Ben that belt, as a lot of their fights were evenly matched. Ben did have a few moments that I know put fear in Kevin. His clutch time takedown in their first encounter with Forearms, and in their second encounter when he hit Diamond Head Kevin with the Bane back-breaking signature. Like, that's
oh my god. God.
But once Ben got some true time with the Omnitrix, he started widening the gap between him and Kevin. Kevin had been trapped and ready to end his life in the episode Grudge Match until Ben realized
Why
he had
this
an
looks
ace up
so
his sleeve with Cannonbolt, an
nostalgic?
alien Kevin had never seen. Cannonbolt had Kevin looking silly, punching the air and raging like he just saw his teammate Insta-Lock Black Widow. Meanwhile, Ben's over here bouncing all over the place, having a ball, putting Kevin through hell. In his first fight against Kevin in Alien Force, Kevin literally puts his entire
Here you are.
fist through Ben's chest, but Ben realized that Swampfire is goated as fuck, damn near invincible. So he tanks Kevin's hit before scrambling
He
his
said
brain
goated
and swatting
invincible.
him like a damn fly. Then you got their next battle, which everyone loves talking about. You know, it's the fight with Ultimate Echo versus
Oh my
Kevin.
God.
But people barely acknowledge the fact that it's kind of not even a fight. Kevin gets like 2 good blows in, but for the most part, it's just Echo using Kevin as a punching bag. The most damage Kevin does to Ben in this fight is with his words, and it just shows that when Ben stops messing around and locks in, he's above a
Yeah,
lot
he
of his
he
opponents,
was
even at their strongest. Him and Gwen.
no, he was about to take him out. Couldn't even pause it with the space button. He was about to take him out. Ben's OP. I've been saying
got
this.
into a fight before he fought Kevin, and Ben tries his hardest to dip out on Gwen until she just kept provoking bro, and he just up way big on her and knocks her clean out. Like, my nigga, that's your own blood. Like, calm down, buddy. We know you're that guy, but calm down. Now, I would make a joke about, oh, he doesn't go this hard against Vilgax, but to be honest, I think Vilgax probably has gotten it the worst from Ben. Similar to Kevin, Vilgax was one of the first villains to absolutely put the brakes on Ben, but far worse. However, you gotta give Ben his praise as he's not ducking Vilgax at all in secret. Even after he tossed Accelerate by his tail and put full-on cracks in the Diamond Head, Ben was
Dang, that was still
ducking
crazy.
smoke at all. Like, if anyone else had that done to them, you would understand if they were hesitant to confront them again, especially if said villain who did that to you pulled up with your second top op. When Kevin and Vilgax came back to team up against Ben, it had me fearing for his life because I knew he wasn't gonna duck that fade, but I was praying he did. Luckily for Ben, he had access to Master Control in this episode, but even so, you have to be built extremely different to take on your 2 strongest enemies, one of them being the most
That scene was crazy.
man in the galaxy, and handing them straight belts. Vilgax got the upper hand on him in this episode, but then Ben breaks out of Vilgax's grab and decides to hit Kevin with a diamond hit 2-piece nugget to start off this 1v2. Ben is reverse jumping the 2 characters who did him the worst, and he's breaking like no sweat. He's also doing all this while trying to save Gwen and Max, which he successfully does. Then Max tries to tell Ben he can't beat both of them, and Ben's like, nigga, do you not know who I am? And low-key
Now, if he would have said that, Ben would have been top 5. Ben might get the pass.
proceeds to like
Maybe.
kick their ass, like die bombs them as Cannonbolt, and like even when he stupidly gets sucked into the no void with them, like seriously, your ego got the best of you there. Ben still shows that he's in control of the situation. And this is where we get that iconic scene of him entering the flow state, quickly changing to evade Vilgax along with the bunch of no guardians. From this point forward, Ben kind of just got used to disrespecting Vilgax. I mean, it got so bad that he was like hoeing him in his own dreams. I know this really doesn't count since it's Ben's dream, but I mean, Ben winding him up and sending him up to blow with his ship cracks me up all the time, bro. He thought he had
boy.
2 Bens after being revived. However, all it took was for future Ben to go human and start toying with him like if he was playing with his son. Ben 10K is out here treating his arch nemesis like he's a child in his human form. The disrespect, however,
that is crazy.
When Ben and Vilgax squared off for the first time in Alien Force. During this fight, Vilgax had the upper hand for majority of it. I mean, if he didn't, it would have been kind of embarrassing since he defeated 10 champions for the power to test Ben. Like, you better not get swept, buddy. But once Vilgax destroyed Chromostone for Ben to turn into Diamond Head, he basically sealed his fate. As this is where Ben proceeded to put Vilgax in a touch of death combo. After he hit Vilgax with the "I've had a lot of practice with this one," Ben subjected him to a character destroying ass.
Dang, he gave him a black eye too. That was insane.
Ben was so confident in this fight when he got Diamond Head that he just started trying shit. Like,
look at Ben.
Can you throw giant crystals at people, buddy?
That game I had in Boston, game 6, down 3-2, got to a point where I was just out there trying shit. One leg off the wrong foot, bump fades off my right shoulder. I'm not even a right shoulder bump fade guy.
The only thing Vilgax had to do in this fight was admit his own defeat. And this battle for Vilgax started a sad trend for him in Alien Force Season 3. His fall off in characterization wasn't enough. Ben just had to make sure he felt how hard he was washed. I mean, mean, he kicked his ass in the season opener, but then you fast forward to the episode Primus, where Ben just embarrassing Vilgax again, hitting bro with a stop hitting yourself joke. To make things worse though,
Bro.
he then throws him into space again. Like, this man is for real going through a humiliation ritual. Hell, Vilgax at one point even asked Ben for his help. The most feared tyrant in the galaxy has come to ask Ben, his arch enemy, for help. Went from swearing to kill him to please Ben, I need this. If that doesn't show you how hard Ben shifted the dynamic of power in this series, then I don't know what will. You really started to see why everyone started throwing Ben's name into the strongest of all time talks once you watch Alien Force and Ultimate Alien. I mentioned how you can tell that certain aliens bring out
Boy, he should have knocked him out with that.
personality. Classic series forearms being the first, for example.
If that was on Adult Swim, he would have punched him in the mouth,
Well,
leaking.
that same personality is shown to be present in many other aliens. Take a look at Swampfire, for example. I mean, he climbs out of being sucked out of the no void and then takes down Manny with one attack and demands they stop fighting and talk, which Helen quickly agrees to. Just that simple display of dominance dissolves
Yeah, that's
the
OP.
entire situation. He has another similar moment where he walked
What
through
the-
iron bars and decided to blitz all the incursion soldiers and 7-7, all with the most nonchalant demeanor. One single punch and it has 7-7 crying and running. But it doesn't just stop at Swampfire though, as more aliens bring out this personality in Ben.
Bro, Alien Force was just like that time where, like, literally every alien he had was OP. Like, all 10 of them in Alien Force, the original 10, could literally win every fight.
Such as Chromastone when he went against Cash. He took an entire
It started with a few strands, and then it was everywhere. Stop.
laser straight to the chest and didn't even dare to break his superhero pose. Even after he got tossed into a truck, he shrugged it all off and gave Cash that finger wag. And when a character hits that on you, you just know you're finished. Chromastone's whole energy here just screams, I ain't worried about you, love, bro. And it's completely justified. I mean, he made Cash submit and surrender without even throwing a punch. Now, I've been hopping around to show you instances of Ben knowing he's truly that guy. But if you ever want a full episode of it, then look no further than the episode Above and Beyond. This episode
This where he pretended to be bad.
notorious of fans because it's the episode where Ben pretends to be evil as a test for the plumber's helpers. The helpers find this out and Alan gives the most real ass reaction to the situation.
Who needs help? It's 4 against 1.
It's 4 against Ben.
They are terrified of getting reverse jumped. Instead, Ben just happens to attack them one-on-one. This entire episode is just an excuse for the team to glaze and throw Ben aura lobs. Yuri Lowenthal here is using his Sasuke voice along with dropping cliche villain dialogue.
You can run, but you can't hide.
But the best part is how they gave this episode the vibe of a horror movie. From the score used here and Ben literally jump scaring Alan. The funniest jump scare though is when he does the FNAF 2 Foxy impression on Pierce. Ben's approach to this entire situation shows you that he knows he leaps above the plumber's helpers. So he chooses to have fun with this entire training exercise. Yet even so, he doesn't take it easy on them.
Yeah, he was
Especially
bullying
on
them.
These two get into a cage match of sorts, but instead of transforming immediately like he does against the other helpers, he instead decides to play around with Manny in his human form. And might I remind you, Manny is a Tetraman, one of the strongest species in the Ben 10 universe. The disrespect doesn't stop there though, because it gets a lot worse when Ben decides to go rad and proceeds to put
Yeah, he was bullying Manny, but like him going rap, wouldn't he like not lose control, but like wouldn't he have like, bro, I don't know.
Manny in a
I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm canceled. I don't know.
Wrestling.
Oh my
Ben
God.
hits Manny with a 50-foot power drive that gets him put into a high-speed armbar.
Ref,
and
count to
finished off
3.
by a leg spike off the map on some Smash Bros shit. Shit gets even funnier at the end of the episode where Ben just goes full kaiju monster as Humongousaur, just deciding to completely fuck up the base just because he can. The helpers do end up sending him out into outer space though, that he just, casually comes back from when Max decides to end their training experiment. All this shit happens in like a 22-minute episode, and it's like one of the most fun episodes in the show. In fact, it kind of makes me sad that Omniverse doesn't do anything similar, or even continue to let Ben flex his own power in certain situations. I mean, it does happen a few times, like Ben saying fuck it and using Alien X against the Rooters. In that dope-ass brainstorm scene, we see him plan out his attack plan against the
that's so rape.
Avengers. These scenes are like two sides of the same coin. With Ben using Alien X versus the Rooters, it's him showing that he doesn't really have to deal with like the back and forth of these battles, and he can take control of shit whenever he wants. The only thing preventing him from doing so is really just his morals of not abusing the power of Alien X.
Yeah, Ben was evil. Run.
But when he uses it, oh boy. Bro turns into Alien X and Gwen and Rook immediately duck for cover like they're retreating from an atomic bomb was just set off.
Sounds like a war zone.
Ben has control of Alien X.
Well, for Ben just to treat this entire encounter like it's an RPG game and have the rooters attack each other like it's a game of Pokemon. The brainstorm scene, though, might beat this scene out when it comes to pure disrespect.
All right, Mr. Dan.
Scene. This moment shows that while Ben has tons of powerful transformation, he doesn't even really have to use his stronger ones to handle some of his foes. He tells the bootleg Avengers basically verbatim that any of his aliens are strong enough to outmatch them combined, and he backs his shit talking up.
She's why Brainstorm is better than Great Matter.
Uses his knowledge to form an entire plan of attack that, would you know it, lands up with that 100% success rate. He takes out 3 decently strong street tier characters without breaking a sweat, literally using everything to his advantage, even a damn apple core to take out Kangaroo Commando. It just shows that he has mastered the art of reverse jumping. That scene is arguably the hardest in the later half of Omniverse. Definitely one of the coolest moments for an alien whose ideal usage isn't even for combat. Further showing that when Ben locks in,
look at Alien X, man.
No one who can match up to him, no matter what alien he decides to use. Unfortunately, those are the only examples I can think of for Omniverse, at least off the top of my head, which sucks because Omniverse is when Ben is probably at his most braggadocious. And these moments of dominance over his opponents is what gives that braggadocious part of his personality real weight. Because to be honest, Ben isn't as flashy in battle as someone like Goku. You don't see him standing on a nigga head mid-battle. Nor is he as relentlessly imposing as Superman when he's battling someone like Darkseid. Ben, however, is the type of character who shit talks and can back it up, which is something he does religiously. He always talks about how he saved the universe and brags about how he's defeated some of the most dangerous people in the galaxy. And like, yeah, he has. There's a moment where he lists off all the times he's beating Vilgax straight to his face. And while it becomes one of the most annoying character traits for him, you can't say the kid isn't speaking facts. And in the same way that I found it annoying, I also kind of find it cool as hell. People who fight Ben probably take a harder hit mentally than they do physically, because you gotta deal with this snarky ass, cocky ass kid dusting your ass, and then it being added to stack legacy. And I feel like that's such an underrated component of Ben's character. When Ben remembers that he's a legend, like legitimately, and is as strong as A1 is, that boy will either subject you to a one-on-one ass beating or end things so fast.
That's kind of like Goku, where like Goku think those he's stronger than you, he gonna get active.
Remember, you even had screen time. With there being so many disrespectful moments in Ben 10, a lot of them from Ben himself, I would love to hear which one is your guys' favorite down in the comments below. But that'll do it for this video. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like on the video. Remember to hype it if you're on mobile, and also subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm trying to push for 100K subs this year.
Okay, y'all give Mr. Dan Boy 100K subs, man. This is inspirational, man. I'm glad I caught this video. That's crazy. Posted like when I was about to like make a. That's crazy, man. Inspirational, man. Yeah, I feel like. Yeah, Ben will get you. Like, that's a lot of superheroes. I feel like a lot of shows should lean into that more. Where it's like if the superhero knows he's better than you, he'll get active like that. That's not superhero trait. It's just life. But like I said, I'll catch y'all next time. Make sure y'all sub up to me, Dan Boy Wonder. Make sure y'all like it. The description will be in the link will be in the description below, man. I'm still new to this YouTube stuff, man. So I'll catch y'all, man.